After almost 2 years and after two failed tries, I was finally headed for home. And since there was a scheduled road race early the next day, I had to bring along my bike. I'd be lying if I tell you that the race was just a mere coincidence of me going home. I completely forgot to turn on my GoPro since I was talking to an old friend of mine, Nonoy Abasola, who I hadn't seen in a long time. He's the one with the pink socks and a new Elves frame set. Nonoy and I used to race in the same 50 plus category. The only difference is that he is about 50 pounds lighter than me, and he has plenty of fast twitch muscle fibers, which makes him an exceptional sprinter. The peloton in this open category is about 30 riders strong, but I only know about 7 riders personally. That's how wide the generation gap is in this group. I guess that most of the cyclists racing today have only trained and raced during this pandemic. Most of those doing road back then with the local triathletes and used to ride with them. In this peloton, however, it's only Dwight who did tries before. It is just awesome to see the rapid growth of the sport of cycling here in Bohol and around the country for that matter. I can remember about 10 years ago, during the now defunct Kia Iron Legs road race, how hard it was to convince the local roadies to train and join the race. The peloton is now descending towards Barangay Tinago, but the race is still neutralized. I know that in a few moments, the speed will start to pick up. The kid in the blue and white jersey on my left is Nico, while the guy in the red and white jersey is Dwight. This rider in blue and yellow and red is Bruno. There was a single rider in the break today, just because somebody offered to give a preem that was to be contested beside the Wilcon building. The kid to my left in a black outfit is Jumai. He's from my neighborhood and still lives there. The pace is slowing down, and that is why the peloton is compressed. Almost always there will be an attack or a surge, and if you are at the back, like where I am, then you are in a bad place because you cannot respond to the attacks. Peloton is slowing down and there's compression again. Watch out for the attacks. And there it goes. The speeds didn't go down below 40 kph, and the young kids at the back, there were 4 of them, and not more than 15 years old I think, are running out of legs and are getting gapped. So I had to scream and encourage them to get back to the wheel of those in front of them. Always remember that in road racing or crit, the strongest doesn't always win. It is the smartest, the one that conserves his energy better, is most likely to win. Also, the rider with the highest pain threshold, those who are mentally strong and can forget about the pain, also has the greater chance of winning. If you are not confident with your cornering abilities, move to the front as you approach the corner. It is very easy to do so because as the corner approaches, everyone slows down. So you move up, and by the time you reach the corner, you will be at the head of the pack or near the head of the pack. And now you can easily pick your line. We just passed by the Panglao town proper and are now headed towards Alona Beach. This kid in a blue jersey and black leggings is Balodoy, and just like Jomai, he is from the neighborhood where I grew up. Without warning, this happened. What probably happened was that there was a momentary loss of concentration, then a touch of wheels, and off-roading he went. Good thing he was able to thread between the banana tree and the electric post. He got his wits back just in the nick of time. I heard later that he was okay, so it was all good. It was nice to see the four young kids getting back to the peloton. While this route is almost perfect, what is lacking are marshals that should be assigned on critical corners along this route to direct traffic. I counted at least 6 corners that needed a marshal to be posted. A crash can occur at any moment during a race among cyclists. While it is not normal, we take it as just a part of the sport. But when interactions occur between the public and the cyclist during a race, it's a different ballgame. The speed is picked up once again. I heard during the race that this corner is usually where the race-winning move is formed. At this time, we did not know that a group of at least 6 strong riders had made the move and would not be seen again. I realized that our group was slowing down. 1 or 2 riders might want us to stay behind because of a teammate ahead. I didn't have a teammate, so I had to try to make my own race. Now I had noticed 2 groups ahead of us, so I decided to chase them and hope that when I do catch them, they will work with me to catch the first group. Unfortunately for Dwight, he had a flat tire. Eventually, our little group was caught, and immediately there was a counter-attack by a kid from Tubigon. Everyone was attentive though, and he was caught right away. Our group slowed down, and those drop riders were able to get back. This young kid in a black Salt Plus Fin jersey looks very promising. He's good. I had no idea where the finish line was, but later data showed 4 kilometers to go. and I could feel the suspense and the tension in the group. You can feel this indescribable rush that can be so addictive. It is a feeling that you cannot get anywhere, and this is the feeling that gets me up every morning to ride a train. And if you have ever been in this situation, you would know what I mean. Nonoy, in that green fluorescent jersey, has moved up to the front, getting ready for the sprint, and my money is on him to take the sprint. I also started to move up in anticipation for the sprint. Notice this kid in the black jersey again. I think he has a nose for cycling. He knows how to position himself at this late and critical part of the race. So you watch out for this kid. Then there was a small bump on the road and everybody started accelerating. I thought the finish was just after the bump, but looking back, it was still 2 kilometers to go. With 1.2 kilometers to go, everybody winded up for the drag race. The course now was a little bit of a downhill, and I thought it was going to be fast. The road was wide enough for our personal space to do our thing in the last few hundred meters. But then with about a kilometer to go, there was this final corner. It was a scary corner because it was blind. I wasn't nervous crossing the corner, but I did feel my goose pimples showing up after I crossed the line. With about 300 meters to go, the sprint started for 6th place, and it was every man for himself. There are no friends in the last K, and you have to remember that. All in all, it was a good race. I did not expect the kids to be this fast and this good in just 2 years. A little more experience, like out-of-town races, will do them a lot of good. Also, maybe a longer route next time. Congrats to the top 5 finishers, especially Nico, the guy in the concept jersey who came in second. We are all friends in this very small cycling community, bound together by the love for bicycles. But it is not a bad idea to be good enemies for 45 minutes a week. Thank you for watching. See you in the races.
Ada picture na kayo.